wish. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend, tell a friend.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Throwing to start out is Heineke. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Heineke. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Heineke forced out to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back.
Heineke from the gun on third down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A give running right, Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Gibson again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McKissick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A handoff for Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. John Bates with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. On play action, Heineke. Under pressure, they got him again. Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped him. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. and it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Dancing to his left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Binds, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and inches, Wilson. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. They find some open field here. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number 1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll run with Gibson. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Washington now brings this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On first down, right back to Gibson. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, Gibson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner, turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd and 7, Heineke looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fourth down, Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing now, Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again with Gibson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead, Gibson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Heineke. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Heineke on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. 20. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. On 2nd and 7, Heineke. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 3rd down, Heineke. Escaping, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Randy Gregory in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this.